So before I begin talking about Tower of God, I just want to say I hope all of you out there that are currently watching this video are staying safe, healthy. It's a crazy world we currently live in with everything going on, all the cancellations, everything. I hope all of you that are either self-quarantining or whatever the case may be, I just hope all of you are staying very safe. I really do wish all of you the best, and hopefully all of you are able to find some way to entertain yourself in these difficult times. But anyways, with all that out of the way, let's talk Tower of God. So, a new trailer of Tower of God came out recently. It was a character trailer that was about 2 minutes long, had some new footage. It had reused footage from previous trailers, but there was new footage, and there was a new glimpse at kind of what the animation is. We had information about the director of the anime, and also we got a little bit more insight to the music. So just overall, it's a really good trailer. So if you have yet to actually watch the trailer yourself, I'll post in the description of this video and you can check it out, and then you can come back if you want and we can discuss, this series. So anyways, the new trailer, the character trailer that came out. Firstly, I want to talk about the music. I think that is something that just really stood out to me while watching this 2-minute trailer. Now, I've already briefly mentioned this in a previous discussion I had of Tower of God, but now getting to see this new trailer with extended, let's say, music, it really... I'm just so happy that the music really meshes so well with this series, because that's honestly a big concern for me. Even if the animation is good and the voice acting is good, music really does matter, especially for a series like Tower of God. There's so many amazing moments it's going to need great music, and I'm just glad to hear that some of the soundtracks we've heard so far from the trailer is, really nice. It just stands out to me. Now, obviously, it's subjective, and some might not like the music, but personally, I really do, and I do think it fits the overall vibe of what Tower of God really is. But okay, so one big thing that needs to be discussed is the director. So, by now, some of you might have heard, but apparently the director of Tower of God, the person directing the anime, is Takashi Sano. Now, you might not recognize this name, you might not even know who this is, but when I mention what this individual worked on, then you'll be like, oh, okay, that's a pretty big deal. So, Takashi Sano is apparently a key animator, or was a key animator of Neon Genesis Eva. So, if you have ever watched Neon Genesis, or if you know about Neon Genesis, it's a cult classic. It's a big series, a part of the anime industry. It has made so many waves, so many series have kind of been inspired by Neon Genesis. It's a big series. If you have ever heard about it, then you know how important this is for a key animator, a major key animator of Neon Genesis itself, to actually be directing Tower of God. This makes a lot of sense now, and I think because of this key animator being the director, there's a lot of scenes that are probably going to really flourish and be really awesome thanks to that, because there's many scenes throughout, let's say, reading the webtoon of Tower of God that has some beautiful artwork and backgrounds, and if there was a little bit more pizzazz or whatever put to it, it could just be outstanding. And I could definitely see this director doing a fantastic job, and just seeing that little attachment alone already gets me more and more pumped up for this series. And to think less than 2 weeks we will be getting Tower of God's anime. Let's see, today's date is currently the 20th, okay, I'm looking at the date. So, this month ends on the 31st, and the first episode's going to be airing on April 1st. So, basically, we have 11 days until Tower of God's first episode comes out. That's really not that long. 11 days? I mean, come on. That's literally a week and a few days. Honestly, I'm going to have to be doing my what I will watch for, I guess Spring of Anime 2020 very soon, in about a week. I didn't even realize that it's actually that close. It's kind of crazy to think about. But, anyways, getting back on topic. Yeah, so we have 11 days until Tower of God comes out. We've already gotten a really good glimpse at kind of what to expect maybe from the first 3 or so episodes of the story. And there's a lot of scenes throughout, these trailers that we have gotten that kind of hint at stuff that's even on episode maybe 5 or 6. So I do think that the animators are pretty well on their way with the animation for this series, and that, there really isn't much of a delay going on with it. Hopefully there won't be, but for now it doesn't seem like there really is much of one, because I was pretty concerned. I mean, I think many that know about what's going on in the world with all the cancellations and everything probably was, just like me, a little bit worried if Tower of God was going to be getting delayed. I know I was. Now, I've talked about this already with many other series of things that were canceled. I think if it keeps people safe and healthy, things should be canceled. If Tower of God had to take a hit and be canceled for like a couple months to next season or whatever, I think many of us would be able to agree with it. But at the same time, it would just be very sad, a series that is so fantastic that we've been waiting for so long, it's been built up, etc., to be delayed until, you know, let's say summer season. So I'm just glad to see so far Tower of God hasn't been delayed, but the question is, will it face any issues with production because of everything going on in the world? We'll see. But getting back into it though, anyways, the trailer also gives a little bit more words and details on, like, what the story's kind of gonna be about. Now, obviously, I have read the webtoon, so I kind of know what's gonna happen. I have a good grasp on the story, at least what I could assume I have a good grasp on, and I will say that the trailer does enough to give you details of what to expect, and to kind of get into those. You have a scene with two characters, the main male and main female character, and they're communicating with each other, and you have it where Rachel is apparently leaving, and Bam's like, I'm going to follow you till the day I die. And it's a pretty interesting moment, because it's just like, so we have a chase story. She's chasing, or he's chasing her down to find out where she's going and why she left. And then on top of that, you kind of find out that Bam is actually an irregular. It's even said in the new trailer, and it leads to many questions probably that are new to the story, like, what is an irregular? What does that mean? Like, I mean, why is he different, etc.? I mean, even if he's a main character, obviously he's supposed to be different, but what is irregular mean? And then on top of that, you have all the different characters and their little fight scenes, etc. you get to see throughout the trailer, and how it's setting up for some tension between certain characters. And then you have another character that kind of looks like a crocodile, or we like to call him Turtle, Big Turtle. He, you know, he's like, I'm gonna go on a hunt, and you see him standing on top of a mountaintop just looking around. And by the way, I'm just gonna say Best Boy. I just wanna, you know, quickly clarify that. Best Boy, love him, amazing character, one of my personal favorite characters of Tower of God. I'm so glad to see him animated. I have not actually even talked about him at all while doing these videos, so I'm very happy and excited to finally see this character animated. I mean, you guys are going to just have a lot of fun with this series. I really do. I think that many that are newcomers to Tower of God are going to just straight up be jumping for joy and having a fantastic time with this series. So what is there left to talk about? Let's see here. I talked about the some of the details within the story that was revealed. Animation, obviously, I guess that's something that needs to slightly be dived into. The animation does look still very good. Now, obviously, the trailer does reuse certain animation scenes we've already seen from previous trailers, but there is new footage, and some of the new footage we see expands upon what we can expect with the line art, to the way the backgrounds are done. It really just adds a whole new level to the series, and I'm just super freaking excited. I cannot express it enough of how excited I am to actually sit down and watch Tower of God, because with ReZero being delayed and canceled for this upcoming season, and I think many know how I've really been looking forward to that anime for a long time, for years now. I mean, I guess at the very least we have Tower of God to look forward to. It's been a while since I've really been looking forward to a series as much as I am right now, and I'm so glad to see Tower of God coming out, for I can really have something good to watch. But, okay, anyways, I think that's pretty much about it. Lastly, like, the last thing to get into, if you have read the original series, like the webtoon, once again, I'm gonna ask, please do not spoil the newcomers to this story. We have 11 days. I know you guys have been doing a good job, but please, I know what you want to say, what comments you want to say about certain people or whatever, just please do not spoil it for the newcomers. This is a big chance for us. I mean, it really is a big moment for all of us, so let's not ruin this for people. This is a really big event happening this year for a Tower of God. So, anyways, you have a wonderful day or night wherever you live, everyone. Hopefully you stay safe, stay healthy, and, you know, stay out of trouble, and hopefully you guys manage to find some toilet paper, because I still can't find any anywhere, no matter where I live right now. Like, I can't find any. I went to so many different stores, I can't find toilet paper. It's kind of ridiculous. But okay, I love you guys. Be safe, stay healthy. If you enjoy my content, you know, please subscribe. If you got this video, please leave a like, and if you want to get notified for whenever I upload a video, please click the bell icon down below, and with that, Chibi out.